Did you know that Mysterio may not be dead, or that Miles Morales was teased in the trailer, and that you will possibly subscribe?
What just happened?
Well, welcome to my predictions and theories of what will happen in Spider-Man No Way Home. And I've got to warn you, some of these theories may ruin your expectations of the movie. Not kidding. So, first of all, how was Miles teased? Well, in this scene, we can see that Peter is in a homeless shelter, and on the wall there is the logo of Feast. Now, Feast is a fictional homeless shelter, and Miles Morales is known to have volunteered at Feast. So, the fact that Peter undoubtedly removed his mask among these groups of people means that Peter trusts them. This may indicate that Peter may have found Miles volunteering in the shelter, and it's highly likely that we're going to get Miles Morales, because his uncle was already in Spider-Man Homecoming, and his name was even mentioned in a deleted scene.
Yeah, sorry, Miles. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, I'm just stuck.
Now the next clue I have is this lady. Now I have two theories about her. Maybe she is Liz. Now I know what you're thinking. Liz looks so young in Homecoming. There is no chance that this is Liz, but you are obviously forgetting about this now. Infinity War takes place 1 year after Homecoming. Endgame takes place 5 years after that, and Far From Home is another year after Endgame. So if we believe that Liz didn't disappear from the snap, she has aged 7 years, and I'm pretty sure that's all a senior girl needs to look like an adult. Don't ask me how I know. Now the other person this could be is Rio, Miles' mum, which would only make the theory of Miles even more accurate. So now onto Mysterio. In Far From Home, Mysterio used drones to create holograms and illusions to trick the world, and then he tricked Peter to give him Edith, which he then used to create more illusions on a much larger scale. And then in the end, Mysterio got killed by one of the drones, and when Peter asked Edith if this is real or not, Edith replied,
"All illusions are down, Peter."
Hold up, let's rewind for a second. Mysterio was already capable of creating illusions before he had Edith. Edith only allowed him to do it on a larger scale. So what Mysterio may have done is faked his death here using his own personal drones, which means Peter can't detect any illusions using Edith since those drones aren't connected. So the theory is that Mysterio faked his own death in Far From Home, and he's still using drones to create illusions and holograms that continue to trick Peter in No Way Home. And Doctor Strange acting like this may be because he's an illusion casted by Mysterio, and same with all these events. Now this may sound like what's going to happen, but I've got some points as to why this whole thing isn't an illusion. First of all, while we see the scene of Doctor Strange's spell, for a moment we get to see the pattern underneath Peter and Doctor Strange. This is the same pattern we've seen in his solo movie when the Ancient One took Steven on a trip around the multiverse. And right after we see these flashes of light, these are the same lights that we've seen in the Loki trailer when they were travelling through time, and also in Doctor Strange when he was travelling through the multiverse. So this indicates that at this point the multiverse has been opened. Also the fact that Peter now has his Peter tingle working, so he can now sense if there are any drones flying around casting projections. So to summarise, do I believe that Mysterio is alive? Yes. Do I think that Mysterio is behind everything we see here? No. But I do think he plays a major role in the Sinister Six and the plot of No Way Home. Speaking of which, let's talk about that. So far we have seen Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Electro, Lizard and Sandman. But in this scene we see that Sandman is saving Peter from an Electro's attacks. So I don't even know if he should be included in the Sinister Six, but I'll include him for now. So we have 5 members, but the last member is currently unknown. Spoiler alert for Venom Let There Be Carnage. If you want to avoid any spoilers, then skip to the next chapter of the timestamps right now. So in the post-credit scene of Venom 2, we have seen the romantic couple get transported from their universe to Earth 616, aka the MCU. Everyone has been speculating that Venom would be the final member of the Sinister Six, and when this post-credit scene was released, people's minds were set that this is what's going to happen. Wrong. Why would a fight between 2 of the biggest characters ever be wasted in a movie that already has 5 other villains along with the whole multiverse? What we think is happening here is that a movie starring both Venom and Spider-Man is being teased in this post-credit scene, and also will be teased at the end of No Way Home. Now, I could rant all day about what's to come for Venom 3, but this is a Spider-Man No Way Home predictions video, and I'll keep it to that. But if you do want to know my predictions for Venom, then subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss the video. So, let's think about this. So far we have the villains from both the Sam Raimi and the Amazing Spider-Man franchises, so the most reasonable villain to be added to the Sinister Six is Rhino, but I don't think so. Marvel is clearly holding off from showing us the final member, and I know that they won't waste the big reveal on Rhino. Doc Ock and Green Goblin are 2 of the biggest Spider-Man villains ever, so if Marvel decided to show them in the trailer but is still hiding the 6th member, then the last member of Sinister Six will have to be an even bigger villain or an even bigger plot twist. This brings me back to my previous point that it could be Mysterio. We've seen how capable he is in Far From Home, and it would be a big enough plot twist that it is most likely what's going to happen. But what if it wasn't Mysterio? So let's dig down deeper. In this scene we see Peter walking with his friends. Now this is something that he takes for granted, and it's something that I don't have. So if you are enjoying the video, then smash the like button to be my friend, because I'm pretty lonely. Back to the video. For the sixth member, it's going to be much easier to star a character that has already been seen throughout the MCU or the history of Spider-Man. Because if you think about it, Marvel has around 2.5 hours to develop the story along with its characters. And so much is already happening in this movie that introducing a new villain will mean that Marvel will have to make us connect with that character and why he would make a good villain and all the storytelling stuff. So the point is, it's going to be really difficult to create a new character in a movie that already has a lot going for it. So it has to be a villain that we already know and we can easily understand. That leads me to Doctor Strange. He's been acting very weird throughout the whole trailer. Everyone has picked up on this. And for God's sake, he is not Mephisto. But the idea still stands. The theories are that Mephisto, the extra-dimensional demon, has disguised himself as Doctor Strange and is pretending to be him throughout the story. Mephisto was the one willing to open the multiverse and to put Peter in danger. The odds of this happening are really, really low. And I don't think it will ever happen. But I do think that Doctor Strange will be a villain in this movie. In this scene, Doctor Strange looks so angry as he is altering reality. So we can take two things from that. One, that Doctor Strange clearly isn't happy and is possibly against Peter. Two, altering reality. This is something that you can't do in the real world. And you can only do that from absorbing energy from the dark dimension. Now we know that Strange would never do this, and he has learned his lesson from his solo movie. However, in Avengers Endgame, we see he uses the energy from the dark dimension to help defeat the Chitauri. So even if he absorbs some power from the dark dimension, he is wise enough to not absorb all of it and misuse his power. So my thoughts here are that this is not the same Doctor Strange we know of. This may be another Doctor Strange from another universe. Since Peter and Strange are going through the multiverse and Spider-Man villains are appearing all over the place, what's stopping Doctor Strange villains from appearing? However, this is a Spider-Man movie, so they won't be doing too much with other characters, but I think this story will feature an evil twin of Doctor Strange who was behind all of this. And by the end of the movie, Peter may think he has fixed everything, but then what actually happened will get revealed in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So we may get one plot in No Way Home and a different perspective of the plot in Strange's sequel. It's a huge theory and one that is likely to happen. But like I said, you can't trust me. I'm just a guy providing my thoughts and opinions. And if you did like my predictions, then click here for my thoughts on other people's No Way Home leaks and theories. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.